Alright, let's go ahead and make some pizza rolls. So what you're going to need is your pizza toppings, of course. I'm using my marinara sauce. Also, you can use pizza sauce. I like marinara though. I'm using pepperoni, some bell peppers, some red onion. I have mozzarella and Parmesan shredded cheese mixed together. I'm going to use some of this white wine and garlic butter seasoning. I'm going to use some Italian herbs, stir-in paste, some minced garlic, pizza crust of course, and some butter. And that is it. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first thing that you want to do is roll out your pizza dough. Put it on some parchment paper so it doesn't stick to your countertop. And we're going to slice the pizza dough into slices so that we can roll it up easily. So I'm going to go ahead and take my pizza cutter and just cut it to the thickness that I want the slices to be. Keep in mind you are adding your toppings to this, so you don't want to make them too small, too thin, but you also don't want to make them too big either. So try to eyeball it and make it as even as possible. It's okay if some of them aren't even. This is for you and your family. So I'm just going to continue to cut them. And that's it. So now we're going to start adding our toppings. Alright, so my hands are washed and cleaned. I am going to start by first adding my pizza sauce. We're going to go ahead and just add it on like that. And we're going to do all of it at once. And then we'll start adding the rest of our toppings. Now that all of our strips have our sauce, we're going to add our cheese. Remember, I have mozzarella and Parmesan mixed together. You can choose to do the cheese of your choice. Pizza is pizza. It's customizable however you want to do it. So let's go ahead and add it to all of our pieces. And this is a good recipe for your children. They can help you do it if you just want an easy snack and you don't really want a whole pizza, or you just want something, you know, that's cute and it's different. This is something that I encourage everyone to try with their children. Now the fun part, this is where we add our toppings. So I'm going to use onion, red onion. I'm not going to put it on all of them. I'm going to use one. I have 6 pieces, so I'm going to do 3 with the onion and the bell pepper and pepperoni, and then I'm just going to do 3 without it because I like to have a variety of flavors in my mouth when I'm trying out new recipes. So that's that. Now let's add our bell pepper. Now we're going to go ahead and add our pepperoni, and this time we're going to add our pepperoni to all of our slices, since that is the choice of meat that we're going to be using. This recipe is so easy, but it's so flavorful. And it's something cute, you know. The holidays are coming up. Sometimes you don't want to spend all day in the kitchen cooking 24/7. So easy recipes are the go-to. Okay, so now that we have all of our toppings on our dough, we're going to take our pan. I'm using a cast iron that I have buttered already. And we're going to set that to the side, because what we're going to start doing is rolling up the pizza rolls. And we're going to put them all into the cast iron skillet. So I'm going to start with this one. It is going to be a little challenging, but just stick with me. It's going to work out for the better. Just roll, roll, roll. And if you're doing this with your children, you may have to help them do that part. But it's not something that you can't do. So I rolled it. And I'm going to add it to the skillet. I'm going to flatten it out just a little bit. And now we're going to do the next one. Roll. Just keep rolling. Tucking everything in. There we go. Got the second one. Put that in the skillet. And then I'll just be back with you once I finish rolling them all. I know you don't love me like you say you do. Okay, all of the pizza rolls are rolled up, ready to go. Now we're going to start working on our butter sauce because we do want to spread some of that on top. We do have some leftover cheese, so what I'm going to do is add some of the cheese on top as well, because who doesn't like cheesy pizza? So we're just going to add the leftover cheese. And if you notice, I didn't add any to the center, and that's because I want to give it room to expand. But let's go ahead and go over to the skillet so we can go ahead and work on our garlic butter sauce. Alright, in my pan I have some butter just melting. I'm heating that up so that it can melt. While that's doing that, I'm going to add some garlic, some minced garlic. You can use fresh garlic or you can just use the minced garlic like myself. Not too much, because you don't want that to overpower the flavors that you have in your pizza rolls. And we're just going to let this melt and simmer. And once that gets down to the consistency I need it to, then I'm going to add my white wine and garlic butter seasoning. So let's go ahead and just let that melt. Alright, so our butter is at the consistency that we need it to be. And like I said, I am going to add my white wine and garlic butter seasoning. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that in there. It adds extra flavor to this. This is also good for like shrimp scampi, different types of pastas. It's so good. So I'm just adding a little bit, not too much. I'm going to turn the heat down low. And then what I'm also going to add is my pasta and pizza seasoning. And it looks like that. It's pizza and pasta magic. If it'll focus on you guys. Let's see if we can get it to focus. There we go. So I'm gonna add some of that in there. And we'll be done with the sauce. I'm going to turn this off. Just going to stir that in. And then we're going to pour this on top of our pizza. We're not going to use all of it because we want to save some for when the pizza comes out of the oven. And that's when we'll add it in our Italian herbs paste. So let's go ahead and just add this on top for now. See you over on the other side. Alright, so I have our butter sauce. I'm going to use my spoon and I'm just going to take some of it and just pour on top. Again, don't worry about putting a lot because we're going to put more of it on when it comes out of the oven. And that's when we're going to brush it on. Right now we're just pouring it, letting it soak through. There we go. And then there you have it. Let me give you a close up of it. That's what it looks like. We're going to pop this in at 400 degrees and we're going to leave it in there for about 15 minutes and then I'll be back once I pull it out the oven. All right, the pizza rolls are complete. We pulled them out of the oven. We went ahead and brushed the rest of our garlic butter. I added in the Italian herb paste, and this was the finished product. I do like mine a little bit brown on top, so that's why you see that crust on top. I just added some marinara in the middle for dipping purposes, or you can do garlic butter, up to you. But bon appetit. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy.